And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. So it's Brooklyn now after the miss from Damian Lillard. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Harden scanning the floor. Harris outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Lillard again missing.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Covington with the steal. Out to the right wing. Anthony on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. McCollum outside. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
You know, power and finesse, that is the essence of Carmelo Anthony's offensive brilliance.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harden the pass to Jordan. Portland grabs the miss. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And staying with the play, Anthony.
You know, and even when the play isn't for him, Anthony able to get on the glass and on the scoreboard.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. Green dishes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Luwawu. Off target with his 3. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Here's McCollum.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Count it, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Harden. 5 points in the game. And the pass to Aldridge. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And Jones slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harden's shot is good.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer. McCollum's got 10 points. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. 1 second left. That shot is off. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to...
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Harden out there at Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. It's good from long range.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
Harden's got room. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 9 points in the game so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lillard against Harden. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trail Blazers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden outside. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot goes in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Lillard from deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for James Harden. The Trail Blazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Lillard. On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. Aldridge, no one around him. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got his first 2 points. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Giles checked in for Anthony. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes to go.
And a deep three from Irving. A putback, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
It's stolen by Brown. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Irving passes to Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. For Portland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's good from Kanter.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Nets trail by 9. Brown outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. For 3, Harris. And Kanter pulls it down. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And yes, it's good. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
How about the touch to score from right there? If that goes down on a consistent basis for Norman Powell, look out, folks.
Brown feeling it out a bit. From the top of the key. Doesn't go that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to the wing. Pass to Giles. Kanter trying to free himself up. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles. Giles has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. Brown outside. Dishes it to Jordan. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points, 2 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. And now Portland on the break. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Nets trail by 17. Now, here is Irving. Pulls up on the elbow. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. And Lillard throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Irving's shot is good.
Just tremendous range from Kyrie. If he steps across the half-court line, you better have a hand up.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Irving surveying the floor. Inside, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets.
James Harden.
Pass to Luwawu. Stolen by McCollum. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Anthony finds Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. That 3 off the mark.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's McCollum after Jeff Green's bucket to the left side wing. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 18. From 12 feet out, some solid defense from Lillard.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
That one goes in. McCollum's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here is Harden following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Harden the pass to Luau. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And McCollum launches it from deep with the putback. And Covington stays with it. Covington's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And here's McCollum. James Harden getting it to go from deep. 52 seconds left in the third. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Harden.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Claxton the pass to Aldridge. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Aldridge.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Right side, Griffin. Portland grabs the miss. And here is Powell. 5 points in the game. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Powell kicks to Anthony. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Harden outside. There's the triple. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Anthony taking his time here. Over in the corner, Lillard. The dish to Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the best attributes of Enes Kanter is his physicality. This guy does a tremendous job getting himself to the free throw line.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Cantor drops them both. Nets trail by 16. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Irving for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Harden, that's good.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Irving from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Lillard fires away from way outside. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. To the paint, here's Irving. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
2 minutes.
Lillard with it.
Come get it, come get it.
He dishes it to Powell. From deep. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now Lillard. Outside Anthony. Nurkic in the post. Aldridge is there. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Harden. Powell pulls it in. Here's Anthony. There's the pass to Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3. And here we go, Giannis heading to the... I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now, here's Covington. Lillard fires away from way outside. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Middleton against Anthony. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Back to Lillard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. It's tipped to the middle. Lopez passes to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Over Anthony. Middleton can't get it to go. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's Holiday. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Now Lopez. And Covington sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Passes to Lillard. Anthony with it. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him the shot if you're the deep.
Here's Giannis, and the jump by Giannis.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. McCollum outside. Shoots the three. And another three for Portland.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Lillard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The three. It's McCollum on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A shot by Middleton, wide open. A miss that time would have put him up.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Kicks it out to Lillard. No good with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Portland up. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker, Antetokounmpo out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And the call, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Portland leading. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Giles leading the charge. He feeds it to Powell. Out to the right wing. Here's Simons. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Here's Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Tucker. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Giles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good work there as it goes.
Great awareness on the floor from Cantor right there. Spots an opening and feeds for the assist.
Here is Forbes. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Forbes has got 5 points now this quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Simon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. It's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Giles. Trailblazers leading by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. McCollum, Cantor, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Pulls up, high post. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from 3-point range.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. But it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Now here's Middleton. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Pass to Cantor. McCollum outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got 9 points.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon.
Refusing to be tied down. Lopez is good at exploiting the D and nailing the shot.
Now Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nurkic finds Anthony. Now Lillard from deep 3-point range. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Middleton for 3. But they recover it. Rebound by Nurkic. They're running. Here's McCollum. Finished off the break. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so. And that's going to do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Bucks trail by 6. And here's Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
The size of Lopez, I mean, that's difficult to contain, and he's effective at using it to draw fouls.
Brook Lopez hits them both. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Here's Giannis. He nails it, and we're tied up. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Holiday against Lillard. Down low. Lopez with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Outside, Covington. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. The finish. Trips down the breakaway slam.
When you put everything into your defense like Tucker does, good things happen. Like easy points off of a terrific steal.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
For 3, Middleton. That shot off, and it's Portland the other way. Portland moving the ball around. And Lillard kicks the foul. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here is Forbes. He has 5. Passes it to Connaughton. 5 to shoot. Here's Middleton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Middleton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Portland.
He's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it.
Here is Forbes. 1:10 left to play here in the 3rd. Inside. Pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Covered by Lillard. Clock at 6. Forbes, the pass to Portis. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Forbes. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Tucker with the ball, working on Jones, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Plays with so much passion. Love how effective Portis is at drawing fouls.
First trip to the line for him here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Simons. 4 seconds left. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Simons has got 6 points.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Giannis inside. Defended by Jones. Antetokounmpo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Here's Nurkic. Can't cash in from close range. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Giles comes in for McCollum. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. Giannis gets to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 1. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Feeds it to Kanter. Up and in on the layup.
Strong finish by Kanter. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
Holiday with it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Here's Forbes, and it's sent back by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Lillard the pass to Kanter. And he banks in the layup. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Here's Forbes, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
That's good from Forbes for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Kanter, and Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Jones. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
Well, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Carves out position, holds his ground, makes it an easy call for the ref.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And here's McCollum for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside, out of the Kumbo, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Holiday, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often. Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard outside. Ring shot on the way. Tips it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
This is what you want from Nurkic. Fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And they pick up 2. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Dennis Cantor's checked in for Giannis.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Holiday surveying the floor. Kumbo inside. And on Nurkic. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Outside Anthony. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Pocket 4. Holiday against Lillard. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Milwaukee with the ball. Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. To take the lead. Off target from downtown. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Middleton outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Greg, we got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, bro. We're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Holiday. That one misses. Good D by Jordan. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden against Holiday. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden gets the bucket.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Harris against Middleton. Count it.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Harden. They kick it out to Green. Back to Harden. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Harden with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. From 10 feet out, another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, you give Harris an opportunity like this, and he's going to hurt you because this guy's a solid scorer.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here is Forbes. The pass to Portis. Stolen. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Then for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Pass to Aldridge. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. And Griffin, here we go. Out of hand on it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Portis. And the pass to Forbes. From deep. And the rebound goes to Griffin. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. There's the lob to Aldridge. Can't hit that one. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Back to Tucker. Pass to Portis. Makes it off the glass. Portis has got his second basket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Here's Irving, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Harden's shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tucker finds Portis. Back to Tucker. 5 on the clock.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Harden. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Harden's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Connaughton. Here's Portis. Aldridge with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Tucker, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure. And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Luwawu is checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Holiday. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Holiday kicks to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Moving against Holiday. Right side Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Right side Jordan. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. The pass to Portis. Goes back up. The kick out to Holiday. Rebound, Brooklyn. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Irving looking for an opening. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Pass to Portis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
Now Irving. And Jordan has it in the corner. Harris inside the line. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Luwawu. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call, you know.
Kawhi's
got a couple of finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. So he gets them both. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Good D by Jordan. Here's Harden for the lead. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The net shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Blake Griffin.
That's platinum-level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Lopez, the rebound by the Nets.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Here is Forbes. Lopez left side. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. Here's Luwawu. Back to Aldridge. Uncovered. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. The Nets also changing it up. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now here's Harden. He's got 10. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Forbes. Now here's Tucker. He's covered by Brown. Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The pass to Connaughton. This one for three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
With three, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his third assist on the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Forbes.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually add a step to his quickness.
Harris passes to Green. Back to Harris. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. No good from Irving. Bucks trail by 3. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Aldridge dishes to Jordan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 5.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Down low. And the clock. Goes back up. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. With 1 on the clock. Here's Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Irving against Holiday. That one falls.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
Giannis with it. Feeds it to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Aldridge down low. Giannis is there. Lopez finds Middleton. No good on the triple. Nets leading by 5. Griffin passes to Bryant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Outside Aldridge. That 3 off the mark. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Aldridge against Antetokounmpo. High arcing shot, and the shot goes down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now, here is Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
Holiday with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Griffin with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and on the way from Irving for 3, sinks the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle spots for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for James Harden.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Harden finds Jordan. Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Middleton can't get it to go. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden scanning the floor. Jordan kicks to Harden, to the middle, deflects the pass, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Nets substitution.
4 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Holiday, and he converts the layup.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll Soaring high above the Willamette River. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Now Lillard following Nurkic's three-point attempt. 6 to shoot. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. A second chance effort. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Now, here is Harden. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Harris kicks to Green. Back to Harris. For three. Rebound by Nurkic.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Covington finds Lillard. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Harden surveying the D. Green passes to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Portland with the rebound. And a wide open look for McCollum. Anthony. It's good on the putback.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Harden. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And it's in there. Lillard's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. And the basket by Harden. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now Lillard. 6 points for him. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden. Leading the fast break. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
Melo being ultra aggressive now. You give him a lane to the basket, you're going to get results like that.
Brooklyn trailing. 54 seconds left in the first. 11 feet away. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 8 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
A three from McCollum. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Nurkic with the steal. Portland moving the ball around, and stolen by Jordan. Green against Covington. Jeff Green on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. That puts them in the lead. And so here's Portland. It's a three-point game. Here is Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now here's Jordan. From deep, Harden.
Well, he typically carries such a heavy load on offense. Lillard shows the energy to get it done on defense as well.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a five-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Jones. He's out there with Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if you can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
It's stolen by Brown. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin kicks to Brown. There's the pass to Aldridge. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. And it's Simons missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. From 15 feet away, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland leading. It's Jones on the wing, defended by Griffin. Simons, the pass to Jones. Powell for 3. Keeps it alive, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Powell, another shot. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Powell. Second shot opportunity. They get it again. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got his second bucket.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. And the layup is good. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Here's Simons. Aldridge is covering. And it's Simons missing. Nets trail by 3. Brown the pass to Claxton. Griffin kicks to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Cantor against Aldridge. Back to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. 2 points. That one goes. Now just a 1-point Portland lead.
Sometimes you're helpless to stop LaMarcus Aldridge. So big and assertive down there in the paint.
Passes to Simons. Now here's Powell. Inside, Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And a close game so far through the first two. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Well, if the biggest guy can get out in transition, and you can't recognize that, DeAndre Jordan, a beautiful job out on the break.
Lillard outside. Launches a three. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 9.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Harden outside. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Lillard with it. He's got 9. Harden grabs the miss. Brooklyn trailing. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. Had the space there, but it's offline.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Harden against Lillard.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Lillard outside. It's Covington on the wing. Here's McCollum. And again, it's Portland converted. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Back to McCollum. Over Harden. The putback. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Harden outside. From deep three-point range. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident, stepping up and knocking them down.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's Lillard. He's got 12. 54 seconds left in the third. Beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Claxton. On the way, Harris. Harden the pass to Claxton. Excellent D from Cantor. Blazers on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Good timing on the fast break. We don't talk about that enough. Melo coming into the play and then finishing it off.
Lillard against Harden. It's good.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Now Lillard, 15 points in the game. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lets it go from 11. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here is Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. For the 3. The shot off that time. And it's Portland the other way. Jones the pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Simons, the pass to Giles. To the right side. Lets it fly from 18.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Brown, good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Simons, the pass to Powell. On the wing, Jones. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Now here's Harden. Shoots over Lillard. And too long on the shot.
And they continue to control the glass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Luwawu. Anthony finds McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Harris passes to Irving. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Nets trail by 7. Tries from 16. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Lillard who brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To end the drought. On the pass to Covington. To the wing right side. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off the shot, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Harden outside. The feed now to Jordan. And that one drops for him. 9 points for Jordan.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
Lillard with it. And 101 left in the fourth quarter. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And to the point now where Lillard is just as good at creating his own shot or spotting up off the ball. Keeps defenses guessing.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's just a hard guy not to foul. C.J. McCollum is so versatile as a scorer, you never know which move he's going to go to.
Powell, he's jacked in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Joe Harris. From deep, Harden. Powell pulls it in. Lillard against Jordan. Here's Lillard. On deep. Off the mark. So the Trailblazers win it. Probably a little closer than. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's NBA basketball on, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Anthony in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Anthony trying to get open.
The D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Down low, Lopez kicks it down to Middleton. From the arc, drops in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Trailblazers on offense. Lillard outside. Three-pointer. And it's Lillard again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard up top. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lopez. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Lillard against Holiday. Nurkic trying to get open. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Lopez drives in. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And it's Lillard again missing.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. To the paint. And the dunk by Lopez.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
We've got 1:48 left to play.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Giannis inside. Covington's there.
Clearly a foul.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The shot's good from Cantor.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Cantor seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
McCollum outside. And Cantor throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. And Jones sends it back. And they're on the break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And Portis throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are close. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the one. The putback. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee in the lead. To the middle. Middleton can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Simons surveying the D. Gets it to fall from the right block. The Bucks shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And Middleton kicks to Portis. Back to Middleton. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It's up a three, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the shot is good.
Almost unchallenged by the D. All he's got to do is convert the easy finish in the lane.
Pass to Simons. To the inside for Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
When you pair Kanter's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to do it.
Middleton outside. And there's the pass to Portis. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Lays it up off the glass. Connaughton's got his first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Covington on the wing. Portland moving the ball around. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Here's Kanter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It was great to see Kanter's willingness to bang and bump down low. He brings so much toughness to his team.
The first one falls. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot, here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
The Bucks shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Trailblazers leading by 5. Now Lillard, 6 points for him. Fouled in the act. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
It's McCollum on the wing. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A big night so far for Enes Kanter. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether because when he gets it, he can't stop it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Lopez with the block.
You're having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
And it's Lillard missing.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton.
Known for his defensive chops, Covington's length and timing is what allows him to bother shooters.
And it's Lillard missing.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
McCullough, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Holiday looking over the floor. Over Lillard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Holiday. Trailblazers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Holiday against Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 14 points.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. The three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's McCollum for three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's a 10-point Portland lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And Holiday, here we go. Bank shot, no good. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo. Here's Forbes. Sinks the triple. He's got 5.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Now, here's Lillard. D right on him. Plenty of space. And Cantor throws it down.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Poked loose. For the finish. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Forbes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The feed to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Tucker the pass to Portis. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts in the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
Here's Giles. Cantor trying to free himself up. Giles, that's good. Giles has got his first bucket in this one. Here is Forbes. He has 7. Pass to Portis. That one goes. Count it.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Here's Simons. Lets it go. Pass to Powell. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
But it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at center. Portis, the pass to Giannis. And it's good, 2 points. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get...
Oh, wow! Nice! And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Here is Forbes. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They led by as many as 18 points. Count that bucket. And the Trail Blazers lead by 16. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Bucks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The shot's good from Cantor.
And once Cantor finds himself, he stays aggressive. I like how much he's looking to score right now.
Stolen away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Jones slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Pass to Giles. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. The pass to Simons. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 18. Here's DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anfernee Simons. Right wing. Lillard against Holiday. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Anthony subbed in for Powell. Lopez against Nurkic. Passes it to Carmelo. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard surveying the D. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. And, you know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Shooting for Milwaukee,
He's off on the second.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Feeds it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. On the wing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Enes Kanter.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Covington with the steal. From deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Anthony finds Lillard. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton drives in, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Holiday against Lillard. From deep three-point range, no good there.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a first-team all-defensive player.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to and a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the 2. Now Green, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Harris's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Holiday finds Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And Brooklyn has possession. It's a 3-point game.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here is Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. That one good for 2.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Pass to Lopez. And then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot, and he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Harden outside. Harris outside. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. That one wide left.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And that one is good.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. One-on-one here. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Holiday against Harden. Trying to get open is Lopez. Holiday gets the bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
DiVincenzo. And no good. Good work defensively by Harden. The Nets with the lead. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Now here's Giannis. To the paint. They double him with Jordan. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 4. Green, the pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Harden. Over Holiday. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. No good from 11 feet. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
The game now all time.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Brown, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Tie game.
I'll be rocking this.
This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Back to Forbes. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 43% from the field. Griffin passes to Brown. Here's Claxton, and he jams it with authority.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Back to Forbes. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Brown. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job at the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
James Harden, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Nice shot by Portis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Claxton. And there's the feed to Aldridge. Shoots over Portis. Aldridge misses. Bucks trail by 4. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Here's Antetokounmpo. Changes up. And the layup is up and in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Harden. Claxton. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Here's Portis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Brown outside. Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 8.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Portis kicks to Forbes. Portis in the post. Aldridge is there. Connaughton passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now the pass to Claxton. Count that one. Claxton's got 8 here in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Forbes the pass to Portis. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Aldridge. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tucker the pass to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Irving. The rebound by Holiday.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. So that's the Nets' 5. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lobbed up there for Green. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Irving against Holiday. That one drops for him. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Irving against Holiday. The shot's good from Irving. And the Nets lead by 2.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Harris passes to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. They get a hand on it.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Oh, Middleton in position.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Second half of playing. We're 3 minutes into the third here. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Some changes for Brooklyn. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Joe Harris. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Brown. Here's Harden. No good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And the shot goes in.
Refusing to let the D have the last word. Aldridge just excellent at converting on physical defense.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. So the wing on the left. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here is Harden, guarded closely. Tries from 10. He dishes it to Aldridge. Snatched away. And here we go. Here's Portis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Harden outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he sinks the layup. Harden's got 10 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Here is Forbes. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 2. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Brook Lopez. Portis is out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Luau. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Portis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, just a great use of the pump fake by Irving to draw that defender into fouling him.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Luau Cabarro. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bobby Portis. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Irving. To tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
That one good for 2.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And here is DiVincenzo. High post Lopez. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. Giannis passes to Lopez. Overall driven. Lopez, no luck.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Irving looking over the floor. Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
So for the Nets, Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Blake Griffin.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. For 3, Middleton, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound. He gets whistled for the over the back.
And to me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Claxton. Harris with him. He's picked up by Lopez. Giannis against Harden, and that one is good.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Now here's Giannis. He's guarded closer. Harden finds Jordan. Back to Harden. The kick out to Irving. Misses the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. A 3 for DiVincenzo. A rebound by the Nets. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Hits the 3-point bomb. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Stolen by Harden. So it's the Nets picking up the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it.